Hey, Kurt and Christopher. Glad to be with you guys again after another week. I enjoyed your guys' videos. Although I'd like to say at the outset, and again, this is just because I'm me, that the only members of the insect family who can correctly be called bugs are those of the order Hemiptera, and roaches aren't one of them. So, sorry, just wanted to let you know. Uh, just because I happen to have gotten second place in regional um, science Olympiad for entomology in high school. No big deal or anything. But high school Davis's ego is sad because even though I won a trophy, we had to leave before we could have the ceremony. And even though you could have them mailed to you afterwards for only a week or 2 weeks, I forgot. So all my friends got to have their cool trophies, and I got squat, which really is a pretty good metaphor for my life as a musician. Haha. Not actually a joke, but still, haha. I'd also like to say at the background, you're going to see different backgrounds here in my videos because my apartment doesn't really have a good lighting scheme. So I'm going to do my best to kind of switch around, figure out what's the best way to show myself off in a way in which I don't look like this silhouetted killer. So, in any case, um, I graduated, as you guys know, in June from college, and since then, I've really been finding it hard to do things. Kurt, you might know what I'm talking about. Christopher, you're in grad school, so I guess you're just whatever, doing your thing. But once you don't have somebody holding you to things anymore, it's really hard to do, well, even basic things like exercising or reading books or not getting sucked into the internet. I got a guitar at the start of the summer, planning to learn it with all the free time that I had, and instead I ended up mostly playing Pokemon, which is really awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it would be nice if I could hold myself to something. I mean, here, I'm at the point now where I'm starting to make a schedule for myself again. Where when I was in school, I had everything scheduled out. Every hour of the day, you guys know, I was always running around. It was too much. But right now, it's too little. Look at that. Look at all this big empty space. I had a conversation with my old composition professor today, in which he told me that he at one point got a grant to study with a composer in Belgium, and he said all of his stuff was paid for. He didn't have to work, and he was composing about 6 hours a day, and that's when I realized, hey, I'm really wasting my time here, because I don't really work a lot. I work about 10 hours a week, and that's enough to pay all of my expenses, actually a little bit more than my expenses. I have good jobs in my field, which is music, and they pay enough to keep me alive. My apartment rent is very low, in part because it's very small and it has bad lighting, obviously. So I have all this time, and I made all these plans, and I haven't really kept myself to them. And that's frustrating. But on the other hand, it's kind of exciting because now that I'm getting to the point where I've realized that it's a problem, I'm starting to really think about what I need to accomplish. And I don't have anybody breathing down my back telling me what I have to do. I can spend all day writing music or learning French or pretending to play the guitar, working on my Luxray build. And nobody's going to hold me to doing anything with that. So it's harder to start, but I get to pursue what I want to pursue. And I think that's really the cool thing about being done with school, is that I can finally work on what I want to work on. I just have to motivate myself to do it. I mean, it's easy to spend days on the internet or playing video games or just, I don't know, you don't even remember. But I'm in a position that I think a lot of people might envy. I don't have to work very much. I have a place where I live alone where I'm not bothered, and I have a lot of time. So it's time for me to get going on that. So there are my sober thoughts for today, for this week. I hope everyone's in good health, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Peace.